What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Listen, I want to talk to you guys real quick about how to make your music video. And the first thing I'm going to teach y'all to talk to you guys about is planning out your music video, step by step, how you go about planning it. You ready? Here we go. All right, so check it out. You're getting ready to do your music video. You're getting ready to go out and shoot. You done got all your video footage, but you're getting ready to put it back together. The first thing you got to do is make a plan. So since with this video, if you haven't checked it out, we released this video, which is the theme song to Frasier. I did it with Kendra. We did this. She got a new song coming out called Smile. Check it out. It's gonna be on all the digital outlets shortly. But if you're watching this later,
after it's already out, then it's already out, and it's already out on digital. You know what I'm trying to say.
Go check it out on all your digital outlets. So check it out. So got Kendra in, and we did this. So I planned out these shots, and I want to give you an idea of how I did that and show you some shots. Now, what I'm about to show you is going to show you the end of the process. In other words, I've already laid out everything. I've already done everything step by step, but I'm going to show you the end, and I'm going to go back and show you how this all works. So in this last frame, as you see the two levels of frames, let me mute that. As you see the two levels, you'll see that I added in some shots of Kendra. I added in the theme picture from Frasier. I added in some more shots of Kendra. That's because those are my last pieces that I'm going to add. And this is what you need to understand. Filming and editing in iMovie, you have to think of it like a puzzle. You have to think of it very logically. You have to think of it step by step. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself running into walls, and it's going to be difficult to accomplish. So there are a couple ways you have to plan this. You have to decide whether or not you want to record your video in sections, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, whatever the end, and then merge those all together and see how that works, which was a thought process that I had. Do you want to do it that way? Or do you want to do it the way I actually did this? And that is shoot the shot. Okay, the first shots, I basically layered it. Let's see if I can explain this and make this simple to understand. This video, what you see here is in layers, okay? So I had to think in layers, which means I had to lay the bottom layer first and build on that foundation until I come up with the final product, okay? And so you have to think about that logically. What are gonna be my first shots? What are gonna be my last shots? And as you go, you come up with ideas and other things you can do, but you still can't deviate from that process. So you have to plan it out. What is that? It's actually called storyboarding, and it's probably best if you write things down to do it. Now, I did this, just kind of did it in my head. I kind of knew what I wanted to do, but you don't have to do that. It can be a pain if you do it that way. So until you get used to it, don't do it that way. You feel me? Just storyboard it out. It's better for you to write it down, get it all mapped out than it is for you to go back and find yourself struggling. So in this, I want to show you a couple shots that I planned. Okay. One of the shots that I knew I was going to plan to do was a shot where she was going to be large in the screen and then go small. Okay. So that shot is right here. Now I'm going to turn it up so that you can hear what's leading into it. But I want you to see what happened, right? So here's how it goes. So you saw that I made her go big and go back. Now, the reason I was talking about the layers is because in iMovie, you have to remember that if you watch my previous videos about layering videos, there is a tendency for iMovie to actually degrade in video quality. It happens. So I have figured out that there's a way you get around that by planning your shots. Dissecting it, think of it in 3D. What's the layer here? And build out into your final shot. So that meant that I couldn't lay that shot first because that was going to be a big wide shot, and I knew that I did not want it to degrade. So that had to be my last shot. And I did that with a lot of the shots, like even in here, that was like the second to last shot. I had already done it. That's why you notice it in that part of the timeline. So you have to be very, very intricate in how you plan your video. So that was a shot that I did. I did also right in here, this shot here where you see it's a full screen shot. We're all on the screen. So that shot goes like this. Watch this. So I knew I wanted that to happen. So you have to build this video in such a way that it happens. In my next video, I'm going to show you how you do that. But it all comes about, first of all, have a plan going in. There was a shot that I did here. And I'll show you that this shot was completely planned. So watch this. I'm gonna play it first, then I'm gonna tell you what the plan, what I did.
What do you do with tossed salads and scrambled eggs? A world full of circles and no square.
Now, that shot originally I was gonna have a side by side switching like this, which I could have done, but then I chose to just keep peeling out like that. Then I realized once I did that I also I was listening to the bass, and I noticed that the bass, that dum 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 dum, was moving. So I made that move in the video, but I did that after listen. It's a lot of planning. You have to plan your video. You have to see your video in chunks and in sections before people see the final product. Okay, it is definitely intricate. It's not easy, and always remember. In the next video, I'm gonna really discuss this, why you have to do this, but it will degrade. So this is Monday. You're getting part 1 of this. On Wednesday, part 2, you're gonna get what I'm talking about, this degrading. Okay, so I know it may seem a little skittish right now, but it's not. You just gotta follow me and trust me. Start with a plan, and then I'm gonna show you how to execute that plan. If you like what you're getting right now, click the thumbs up. If you don't like it, click the thumbs down. Share it with somebody if you do. Leave me a comment. Ask me some questions. I love getting the questions and the comments. I love talking to you guys. So yeah, do that. But whatever you do, go watch the next video when it comes out. And if it's already Wednesday, and if it's Thursday or after Wednesday, and you're watching this video first, stop. Go back and watch the other video first, because otherwise I'm gonna seem crazy. All right, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Peace.